and this is our 1 day only. And this is our wonderful 3 adjustable strap sandal, which is your style called the Delana Damir.
Yes.
Right? So Delana refers to the bottom.
That is the bottom. It is the brand new Lexi.
I was going to say, it's very similar to the Lexi, right? So if you've loved the Lexi bottom, you're going to love this Delana bottom. This style is a slip-on style. You have 3 straps going across the top of your foot, and they're all adjustable. So if you have a little bit higher instep, you can loosen it up. If your foot tends to be a little flatter, you can make it a little more secure. We just have classic colors here. This to me really goes back to when I say the word Clark and you envision their classic style, this is the sort of style that comes to mind. It's how so many people fell in love with the brand, right? So colors real quickly. Look at this gorgeous sand. I mean, again, everything we've shown you in sand, the ultimate nude. If you're looking for that nude look to just go with everything, you want to get the sand here. Then we also have this available for you in the navy. There it is. Here it is for you in the red.
Ah, perfect.
Darling.
Red.
Darling, darling, darling. And it's going quickly already. And here is your black. This does come in medium and wide widths, whole and half sizes. This is the lowest price that you will see on this shoe for the next 6 months. 6 months from now, it's August. You're not shopping for sandals then. So get it now when we have it. That's going to be the lowest price for all of spring and almost all of summer. It normally would be $79. Take advantage of that opportunity because that price goes away at midnight. All right, tell me about this style.
I mean, this was kind of a breakthrough when we first saw it in Boston a year ago. The Lexi is an outsole that we had earlier in this show. It is so beloved because it is so lightweight, and you almost want to say, ooh, how do you make something that's so perfect even better?
Yeah.
So we really pushed ourselves, and we came out with the Delana. This is a little bit dressier and a little bit more elevated than the Lexi. It's a buffed EVA, so it has that a little bit smoother quality to it. It's not as sporty, but it is still just as light, just as bendable, just as flexible. But then we thought, like Jill said, 20 years ago in August, we came to QVC with a style called the Sunbeam. And it was that triple adjust, 1, 2, 3 points of adjustability. And it was like a breakthrough for us. Now it's 2017, and we wanted to take it to the next level. So we did a Lapacho leather. That is this gorgeous embossing that almost has like a snakeskin feel to it, but we countered it with a smooth leather on the other side. So it's this great playfulness with textures. You have that open work, very, very breathable. If your foot swells a little in the summer, you're gonna make it a little looser. But
that's great.
Overall, once you adjust this, you are slipping in. You're not ever gonna touch it.
Right. Great look, easy style, the one you're gonna live in all summer. Slip in and go. Looks cute with walking, walking outfits, like your just little, capris and crop pants. Great with shorts. Fine if you have a casual skirt. Cute with cargo pants. Even if you're doing a cute legging with like a Lori Goldstein tunic and a little jacket over it. This is just gonna be an easy shoe to live in. And I think that's really the first time I've said that in this show. This is a shoe you will live in. It's 4 colors, and you can see at the bottom of your screen, when we have kind of green means go, right? We're good to go in those sizes. When you start to see yellow, that means that those sizes are becoming limited. So people are loving those and they're swooping on them. And if you see any reds, like you're seeing there in the black and the 12 wide, already sold out. You will not see a better price on this particular shoe for the next 6 months. And keep in mind, if you don't buy this before midnight tonight, if we have any left tomorrow, you have to pay that higher $79 price point.
This is signature Clarks. If you've never tried Clarks, this is where you should start. This is the slip-on, this super lightweight EVA. Again, this one's a little bit more elevated because it's buffed, so it has a very clean feel to it. The leather, those little hardware accents covering the adjustability, the quality, the comfort. I love that we did more of that textured, exotic printed leather against the smoother leather. Textures are really big for spring and summer. We saw it all over the runway. We saw it in clothing. We saw it in belts. We saw it in handbags. To be able to bring that to a piece that you're going to live in. It's one thing to invest on a piece you saw as a trend in the runway. But this isn't a trend. This is a style that you will wear summer after summer.
I mean, and that's one of the things too. I think that's a good point. For those of you who own Clarks, you know this is not a footwear brand where you buy a shoe, you wear it one season, then it disappears into the abyss of your closet. You want to make sure that these are out front and center because you can just wear them all the time. Granted, this is really more a spring summer shoe, maybe the early days of fall, right? But it's that one shoe you're going to look for year after year after year. This bottom is not going to wear down and wear away. The leathers are not going to fray and look shabby after a year or two. When my mom was a teacher, and when she was teaching, she lived in Clark's, and that's what she always said. You know, for her teacher salary, the shoes were sometimes a splurge, but she knew that she was buying something of such great quality that could handle being worn day after day after day, year after year, and they always still looked good,
I mean, and that's the best. That's what's kept us in business since 1825, nearly 20 years here. I love this sandal on the foot because I think it does it. First of all, you would never know that there's hook and loop underneath the straps. It's hidden so beautifully. It almost just becomes a part of the sandal. And again, this is an update to the beloved Lexi, and we pushed ourselves. We know you love that lightweight slip in and go style. We also updated the footbed, and you can actually feel it. It's more cushioned, it's softer. The return is incredible. Look at this bounce back. I'll turn it this way. I'm pressing down and it pops right back up. So if you're hard on your sandals, if you're hard on your shoes, this is gonna stand the test of time. And I mean, I love it. I think it's hard to even say it's bohemian. It's just in everything. It's a super versatile sandal.
Well, you're loving that red. In fact, all I have left in the red are a couple of the wide sizes, and that's it. So you can check your availability guide. You may not know this. The easiest and quickest way to place an order with QVC is to go onto QVC.com and use our speed buy. So as long as you've already set up an account with us and your credit card is on, or your method of payment is on file, just finding what you want, right? I want the navy in a size 8.5 medium, and then you click speed buy. It automatically will go through. You can still go ahead and see what the order is before you confirm, but it just speeds up the process. And on a shoe like this, where we're getting limited in some of the sizes, you might want to go ahead and do the speed buy to ensure that you're getting the size and the color you need. Here's an update on our one day only. We started with 4,300 of these. 900 left.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a 288105, a quick tour again of these colors. However, I'm not going to show you the red because it's now sold out. So what I do have, this beautiful sand, which is my favorite because I love the idea of a nude shoe.
That is a great shot too, because in the sand in particular, you see the texture, that exotic feel, the little stud accents, the openness. It's almost like branches or roots of a tree. It is so, so incredible.
So there's the sand. Last call on that. I'm going to actually move those to the back. And then I'm glad that you can see the navy and the black next to each other, so that you can see that the navy is not overly dark, so that it would be mistaken for a black. It's a true navy. So for all you denim girls out there, get that navy. And then can we just talk about the black sandal for 1 second? Because again, I know how many of you live in your black garments year round. So isn't it nice to have a black sandal, and especially with the double white top stitching here, it softens the look of the black. It won't look too heavy or dark on your foot. There's lots of openness, as we've shown you here on the side, and even just the little bit of separation of skin that will be peeking through. Plus you go get a little fabulous pedicure in a pretty bright color. You're all set. I mean, the same way I would say, when won't you wear a pair of black pants? when aren't you going to wear a pair of black sandals? You just will wear them all the time.
And I actually am thinking, like, do I have a pair of black sandals? Because I'm always getting the accent color with the sandal.
Right.
But really, it's the workhorse styles. It's the colors that you keep coming back to. That navy is great, too, because it has the black outsole. You can actually wear it with navy or black, and you can see Anne is really sitting so nicely into this sandal. If you're like me, like I have one foot that is a true narrow, one that's a little wider. It's still narrow, but it's a little bit wider. I have one toe, I've broken 4 out of my 10 toes, so like my feet are so different. So being able to adjust exactly how I need it is so important.
And I think that's a good point, because if you do tend to skew a little narrow or a little flat-footed, what's nice here is that you can really strap your foot in and make it nice and secure. But at the same time, if you do have that higher instep, this will be something where you can loosen that up so that you have just the right fit for your foot. So sand is now gone. Navy is now gone.
Oh my goodness.
All that's left is the black. Only 200 left to go around in the wide width only.
Okay.
So we started with how many of these, Brian? Started with 4,300 of these, and now we are down to 200. Great one day only, right? Great opportunity. Now are you in the mood? I know you are, right? You're all excited about spring and summer. Me too. 8288105. Well, this is good and bad news. I guess it's always good when something sells out, but I'm a little disappointed because I was really kind of wanting to get a pair of those for myself.
mother-in-law too.
So thanks for your calls on that beautiful nubuck flower wedge. Also, still to come, you're wanting to know about the shoes Amy's wearing. So here they are.
Yeah.
This is the Briana Tempo. These are a 288-985 on 3 payments of Easy Pay. These really are sort of the highest heel of the show, but a nice block heel.
Right.
So very stable and comfy. We'll take you through the colors in just a minute.
All right, I get excited because I see the preview.
Sellout. That one day only's gone. Thanks for your calls, everybody. I'm so glad we're having some things that you're enjoying. We're into our second hour now of Clark's Footwear on QVC. I'm Jill. Nice to see you. Amy Oselkin here with us from Clark's as well. Stick around at 9 p.m. We're going to talk skincare. We have a full hour with